Welcome back to the Clubhouse, and for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Tribe. We are a group of FSU alumni obsessed with the culture, the gear, and the game of golf. From breaking down tour news to roasting our own weekend blow-ups, no topic is out of bounds. Grab a drink and settle in. This is the Tea Time Tribe. Welcome back to the Tea Time Tribe. Again, we got John, Ian, myself, Eric. I feel like we have a lot to discuss this week. So many different angles, so many different ups and downs in the golf world this week. So we'll recap the Houston Open, which at the end was quite a tearjerker. We have some high-level golf news, which I'm sure most people have heard about, even if you're not in the golf world. Plastered everywhere, SportsCenter, golf.com. A quick little this or that to kind of give you guys to hear your thoughts, and then we'll follow up on the Valero Texas Open, which of course is the last ditch effort for someone to qualify for the Masters, which is in 2 weeks. So let's start off. Houston Open, quite the story, quite the finish. Gary Woodland, 5-shot victory, I think it was for him. Just completely dominated the field. I mean, there's no other way to put it than just he deserves it.
Yeah. I mean, seeing a guy who's, I think, 42 years old. He's 41. With 196 mile an hour ball speed, like 360 yards. Now, to be fair, Texas, the ball flies a lot farther, lot more wind, air's a little lighter, but in any situation, 360 is out of this world at 196 ball speed. That's, I think the clip we were sending back and forth in the group chat was that these were bigger numbers than Bryson's beefcake years.
Mm-hmm.
So, so for a guy like that who's gone through what he has with the brain surgery and the PTSD that he's been very vocal about nowadays. I know he held it in for a long time, but good to hear and hell of a story to end the week off.
Yeah, this is really impressive for a lot of reasons, right? Like after that brain surgery, he talked about it a couple seasons ago in full swing. He wrote letters to his kids. He wrote letters to his wife. He didn't know there's no guarantee he comes out of that alive, right? I don't remember the chances. I think they're pretty high that he's going to survive. He obviously did, but it's scary stuff, especially at someone in his late 30s back then. You don't know how you're going to recover from it. If you're ever going to be able to play professional golf again. And he was able to come back pretty quickly. So this has been a long road for him. And it's, it's kind of like for me as like a fan, it's like a weight lifts off my shoulders. Cause like when I see him playing and he's struggled a lot, obviously in the last couple of years to come back, you want to see him come back and play well and win eventually. So for him to win the way he did, the way he's winning with, Ian mentioned his ball speed, he's winning with style points too. I mean, he just obliterated the field. This wasn't like just came from behind, kind of scraped through for like one day and had like a career day to come back and win. He killed everyone for 4 straight days. And yeah, I mean, the stats speak for themselves. Or, it'd be crazy for a 25-year-old in perfect health, to put up the ball speed, the driving numbers that he's doing. But someone who's, like you say, he's 41, 42 now, a couple of years removed from insane surgery. Yeah, it's a great story for him. It's a great story for the tour. It's a great story for golf. And I'm just, super happy for him. He's one of the good guys on tour. I mean, you'll never hear a bad thing about him. He's also just an incredible athlete, good basketball player. Golf was like his second sport. So it's just a crazy story all the way around. But yeah, real happy for him. And this is good for the Houston Open too. I mean, this is going to be like a tournament. This year's tournament's going to be a tournament that we talk about for years to come. Just the redemption arc for Gary Woodland.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this kind of elevates him for the rest of the season, especially Masters so close. Because you see other guys on tour that are fighting for their first win, and you see what kind of impact that has on them. And obviously he's won before, he's won big events before, but like this almost seems to be kind of like a reset for him, like to finally come back, get a win under his belt after everything he's been through. Because I was just looking at his events this year so far, he's been cut 4 times, basically finished almost last after the cut in the Phoenix Open and American Express at T64 and 72nd. So he's obviously struggled. And I think now that he's got this win, he kind of proved to himself, like, shit, I could still do this. And like you said, John, with style, I mean, it's almost going to be scary seeing what this does for him going forward for the rest of the season.
Well, I don't know how much you guys saw or remember about the Full Swing episode about what he explained, the part of his brain that the tumor was pressing on, but it was his amygdala. So literally the fight or flight response. So anytime, think about anytime you're in contention playing for any amount of money, right? Or just for pride with your buddies, like that is the part of your brain that lights up. And he is trying to make cuts. And if you don't have the right mindset or to keep your cool, you're fucked. Like you've really got no chance. And whatever he's done to come through now, I think I agree. I think this could be an incredible resurgence, because now that he's broken through that line and he knows that he can do it, and whatever the mentality that whatever the thought process was that he was using for this week, in theory, that works both ways, right? Like if he was able to shut it off this week, what's to say he can't just continue to do that now? It could be something great.
I mean, this is for me personally, but I'm assuming most other people in the golf betting world, this kind of opens their eyes to him, I would think, and see like this could be a sneaky, almost dark horse pick for Masters or, US Open, PGA. I mean, you name it. He's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that ball speed travels. It doesn't matter. Like when he's putting up those numbers, you can play at any course. He was rolling it pretty well with the splat stick too. So I mean, it was it was a good week for him. So yeah, excited to see how he does the rest of the year.
He's by the way, fun stat or fun point on that 196 ball speed and the accuracy that you saw all week. He's playing a game improvement head driver. He went through every, I don't know if you see this. I see you
I
on
saw
your
it,
head,
yeah.
that article or that clip. There's a guy interviewing him talking about what's in the bag. And one of the most interesting parts of it was that he's playing the latest version, but it's still the game improvement version of the new Cobra head that's out. So it's just crazy that if it works, it works. And he said that's what was holding him back last year and up to potentially this point this year, and they finally found something and it clicked. So never be ashamed of what works, because if it works, it works. If Gary Woodland's playing a game improvement driver head, fucking anybody should be able to play whatever makes him hit it straight.
Be interesting to see if those sales on that driver now skyrocket because of it.
Right? Yeah.
go buy Cobra stock right now.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's just like, well, it's his new game improvement driver, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, Gary Woodland just won with it. It's good enough for him. He's putting 196 ball speed off it.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying for 139.
Yeah.
Well, as good of a week as Gary Woodland had, we again did not have such a great week. But to our defense, and John, you put this in one of our group texts, we're close. We're close almost every week. I think through the beginning of the season so far, there's only been 2, maybe 3 tournaments where we weren't through to the weekend. So we're at least picking the right guys. But there always seems to be one guy.
We're making good pipelines. All right. I'm in sales. It's all about pipelines, right? We've had some good pipelines. Building your pipelines. We've built some good pipelines recently. And we're getting there. It's once one hits, they'll start rolling. So we're getting there, guys. This was good. And honestly, like we had a decent chance going into the weekend. Guy up there, Bjornsson were top 20 going into the weekend. I think Im was 20 something, maybe 30 something. So he was right around that mark too. Just Sanjay or Sweet Prince just did not have a good weekend. He did not have a good Saturday. Did really not have a good Sunday.
The thing that like really gets me is if you look at the top 20 from this week, we've picked a handful of those guys. The one that really hits me the most is, I talked about it last episode. It's the Canadian, the Sudarshan, finished T6. He most up. We should have picked him. Jason Day, Sahith, Keith Mitchell. I mean, what were we thinking?
Kashmir Keith has been all over the place. First of all,
yeah, I would have never picked Mitchell.
Doesn't matter.
It gets boring. You pick the same people every week. You know.
How about if we pick Napper this week, huh? Dude shoots 62 on Sunday.
No, I saw that.
Yeah.
Last time I picked him in Texas, he didn't win. So I mean, it just you never know. It's the worst sport to bet. We picked guys. We picked the wrong sport to talk about. It's the worst.
Our weekly contribution to the golf gods.
But we ride again this week.
We sure do.
Yes, sir. Back to the altar.
We're getting better though. This is good.
We are.
This is good.
We are.
This was like getting to the weekend, like eliminating a few 3-putts out of your tournament, out of your game, or your round. So we're getting there. Got to play. We'll get there.
Last thing about this tournament, I forget who sent it in our chat, but the putt that Carl Villip had.
Oh my god.
The
putt. He played that hole like 3 times.
The chips, the putts, the chips, the putts, the chips, the putts.
It was Ian? Was it you that sent it? That was just like
traumatic.
This is 16 at Royal New Kent. That's the easiest way to put it. If you guys want to know exactly what we were dealing with, there you go.
That was banana land.
That's exactly,
thankfully,
exactly how I felt.
The putt he made is still rolling if he misses it. Because it was it was similar to that first one that he missed and it just took off. That whatever that was for quadruple, triple, or whatever it was, he finally went in.
10, right? It was a 10. It was a 10. Yeah.
I mean, he played that hole 3 times.
I felt for him, man, and I'd say probably 5 out of the 6 shots that he had actually hit were like really good shots, like with any other hole, any other day, it's within 3 to 5 feet of the hole, whether it's past or just in front of it. Nope. I got to go look up the stats on how big that shelf was, because that back shelf had to only be like 5 feet by 10 feet. Like there's no way that it was any wider than that, because it's unreal seeing how close that ball got and just trickling right back to him. When I first saw the stat on the PGA app, I was like, "Oh, did he fucking duff it? Did he duff his?
Nope.
Did he duff his 4th shot? Nope. He was actually like 4 or 5 feet close to the hole, and it just right back to him like a little funnel. Oops.
It's
good training for Augusta.
It's surprising that that we didn't see anyone else struggle.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you thought it was that crazy? I feel like there could have been at least a couple more people who just were kind of like what he did. He was like, "Oh, this is a harmless putt."
Well, Colin wasn't in the field this week, so.
Well, they were saying it was the most double bogeyed hole on the week,
which you don't hear very often coming from the PGA Tour.
No. So yeah, for the PGA Tour to be throwing out stats around most double bogeys of the week, that's something.
That's a problem.
If Zach Johnson had played this week and complained about that hole, I would have been on his side for once, honestly. Being like, this is too hard. And all. Like,
it's a first.
Yeah, he might be onto something.
You know what?
Crazy. Yeah.
I agree with you, brother. I agree.
Hands up.
All right. Well, some golf news before we get to, obviously, the big news that everyone's been talking about. Alex Fitzpatrick, who's the brother of Matty Fitz, got his first professional win, DP World Tour. So congratulations. Keep him in the family.
Golf clap.
I don't know what that does to his world ranking or anything, but, again, it's one of those scenarios where what does that do for him going forward now?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he was too terribly deep in the world ranking points. I'm fairly certain he's probably top 200, maybe top 150. So after this win, maybe sneaks in the top 100. Ian's looking it up right now.
Yeah, I'm looking up what it comes at.
Pause, please.
win perks. So perks
Probably
of
gets a
winning on the DP
British
World
Open.
Tour, a 2+ season exemption on the tour, a substantial winner's check, roughly $3 million at the 2025 championship, automatic entry into other prestigious events, also secure race to Dubai points and qualify players for the Elite Rolex Series tournaments.
The question that we were actually trying to answer was,
does he get into Augusta?
No. He jumped up from 196 to now he's 136 in the world.
There you go. 60 spots. Yeah.
Not enough, but right direction. That's all I can ask for.
All right. Hey, better than nothing.
Yeah.
Sorry, one more thing about that. Just the mental aspect for him breaking through, being overshadowed for as long as he has by his brother. I know he would never admit to it, but I can only imagine the mental toughness, the mental discipline that he had to have to get through that. So additional snaps for him to break through that barrier. So hopefully there's more to come.
Well, we were just talking before we started recording here that they've been close as a team at the Zurich in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
Did that help him, close the deal at the Indian Open? Who knows?
He also had a really good finish at the 23 or 24 British Open. He finished better than that. He had top 20 at that British Open. He qualified. He got in. He ended up like T18, I want to say. Matt finished like in 30s or 40s. So that was on Full Swing a couple seasons ago. They were talking about it.
Yep.
So he's playing some big tournaments. But yeah, good for him. Cool win.
Mm-hmm.
Other news I'm always following are, hopefully, knock on wood, they stay committed. Miles Russell and Tiger son Charlie. I saw an article that Miles was supposed to be caddying for Astric Talley in the Augusta National Women's Amateur Tournament, but he's no longer doing that. And I looked more into it. He Monday qualified into the Corn Ferry Tournament this past week, finished top 15, so he got an exemption into this week's tournament.
Hey, there we go.
Goodness.
There we go. That boy, Russell.
Unbelievable. I mean, dude,
keep
it up.
He's not going to go to Florida State, dude. He might not. He might just
I know.
Forget it.
I don't blame him if he doesn't, but I think there's a strong case to be made to go to Florida State.
Oh yeah, I'd love for him
to get through for PGA Tour U. Yeah,
that's true. And especially with all the hype now, I think with Charlie, committing. I saw something of Brooks talking about. I think it's still Trey at Florida State, the golf coach there.
Yeah.
So I mean, Brooks, you got Berger. I mean, Luke Clanton. You got some names out there. So I hope they both go. I mean, I even saw Charlie at the TGL event wearing a Florida State cap. So that was nice to see.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Charlie's not going pro. He needs a lot of work. But
no. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's
definitely going to college.
Now, would you want to see Charlie's father wearing a Florida State hat?
Any press is good press in my eyes.
I just hope that Charlie's not getting any driving lessons from him.
Well, yeah, this is a great segue into the, I guess you can say, meat of the episode.
I don't get paid the big bucks for nothing. Come on.
But again, Tiger was involved in another DUI incident in Florida. I saw a thing. I don't know if it was him that said it or, his publicist or whoever said he doesn't want to hire a driver because he's concerned about his inner circle, basically. It's not even like security related. It's like his personal
business.
Yeah.
AKA his comings and goings.
Someone in a work chat today brought up a good point. And it's very simple, but it makes a lot of sense. If he were to get a driver, he's admitting defeat. Like, he can't drive a car. And this is like the most stubborn, like, I'm not going to be a defeated person we've ever seen, potentially. So he's not going to get a driver.
That's a very valid point.
He's not. He's like me versus automobiles. Not giving that up.
Yeah. But I mean, think about somebody like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan gave it up. I don't know.
I don't see it. Even though it was very this kind of, I mean, I guess it makes sense that it came out in the news that, given Tiger's comings and goings with a former member of the Trump family, is now his girlfriend. There's going to be, he's in Trump's inner circle now with his, his grandkids are now in his life, and so the Secret Service came out saying we don't want him driving around any Trump grandkids in a car. That coming out after this accident is very like
revealing.
Yike, yeah, and like I get it. That's probably. He's not the only one on that list, right? Like, I'm sure their mom probably doesn't drive them around very often, right? Like, their grandkids of the president, they're going to have security detail around them at all times, driving them pretty much everywhere. But the fact that, like, they looked into this was a, and they were just like, it wasn't even like, hey, an emergency, yeah, he can drive. It's like, he's on the no-fly list, like, the no-drive list. Yeah.
Question.
Go ahead, in the back.
Given this Secret Service news that you've thrown out there, if they were good at their jobs, wouldn't they have known this before of his recent issues with driving?
Yeah,
they should have known.
I think that this
was all publicity.
This was all from a while ago.
Yeah. I saw an interesting post that I do agree with, and maybe we'll put some pictures up. I don't know, we'll see. But of how much Tiger Woods sweats and when he's playing in the TGL events, just the amount, even when he's not swinging a golf club. The amount of sheer sweat of a man just literally standing, watching golf balls be hit. Indoors in a very air conditioned. Oh, I bet it's even cooler than that, John. The amount of lights that are beating down on them, like they got to have that place cranked down to like 65, if I had to guess. But that is somebody who is coming off of opiates. Like that is somebody who is on drugs. Or is just come off of a heavy dosage of drugs of some sort. I don't know what sort, but of some sort. And, I don't want to be I won't be on Tiger's side just because I would never want to put anybody in front of danger's way. I mean, I feel for the guy. He wants to play so bad. I think Kisner came out and said how much he's been training and how hard he's been working at it to try to get back into it.
Well, didn't he just say that he applied to play for the Senior Open too?
Yeah, for the champions. Yeah, which was fucking news to me. I thought he had always said that he was never going to play, but I also know that he's been very adamant about saying he will never drive a golf cart, which I don't think the Champions Tour wants him driving anything. So, so that said, I don't know, man. And then the pictures of him coming out of the jail, just completely defeated, just like slumped over like this in the back of the car. Just don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't take my picture. Like, come on, man. Hold your head high. You know what you did. Shit happens. And if you're going to do it, you know what? Fucking own it. And I know he'll, what I don't know is how all of this will play out for TGL along with his new Sunday Red line. The entirety of his brand, his apparel brand, is built around his image and appeal. I don't know. John, go ahead. You're in.
I think it's doing great. Did you not see that colorway he was wearing sold out?
I did not. That's hilarious.
That polo he was wearing.
But
any press is good press.
Oh my God. Yeah, it turns out any press is good press.
So to answer your question, Ian, the people don't care. They bought more of it. That whatever shade of blue Sunday Red polo is gone, out of stock. So clearly people don't really care. They want a piece of history. Be it good or bad.
Biracial angel. Man.
Yeah. It's remarkable to me that, so clearly he's addicted to opiates, right? And like, it's a very, if you look at it in like a, broad view here, it's very simple how it happens, right? Like he's had countless surgeries, operations over the last 10, 15 years. And you can bet that he has been, just major back, neck, Achilles, the car accident back in 21, which was also opiate related, I believe. Did refuse to take a test. It's on that report. I'll get into that later. But I feel like he's been addicted to opioids for years now. I don't know how far back we want to go, but that 2017 arrest where they pulled him over the side of the road, took a red eye back from California. He was in Jupiter. He thought he was in California, clearly on a lot of pills. So this has been going on for a long time. It's remarkable to me that there hasn't been way more incidents of him in a car driving, because clearly he hasn't stopped driving. Is he just playing with house money when he's driving every time he goes out? Because it seems like this could happen way more often. I mean, this last one, this is at 2:00 on a Friday in his neighborhood.
Like right up the street from his house.
I mean, we're probably not going to get footage of this, but it's just, you're kind of like, how's this happen? Like, you've got to be completely gone to just like, you're on a residential street, you're surrounded by McMansions. Sounded like there was a construction trailer backing into a driveway, and that's what he clipped.
Dude, it was a pressure washer. It was a pressure washer trailer. Like some guy towing his like a big commercial grade pressure washer.
So it's like, how did you see the car on its side? You're like, how is this possible? You're like on a side road going back to your house. Bajillion-dollar mansions around here. There's no cars on the street. Like, everyone's got giant ass driveways. There's no cars to be seen. So it's just you can't make this up. So I think that he's fighting a lot of demons, and he's done a hell of a job covering it up. His circle's done a hell of a job covering it up. And it's going to be, because like I said, I think this has been going on for years. Could be better part of a decade at this point now. So this isn't something that's going to go away overnight. And it seems like he's gotten used to it as a way of life. Like, I'm going to take X amount of pain pills, opiates, because I'm sure he's still in a ton of pain from all of these operations and surgeries he's had. I mean, it just doesn't go away that easily. And he's obviously, he's used to the pills. He's addicted to them. So it's kind of given him a baseline of like playing pain-free. So I don't know where it goes from here, because there's no one who can force him to stop. So it's a very sticky situation.
What do you think is more at play? Do you think it's more so that do you think it's more so the drive to be back on top that is driving him to take these pills? Or do you think it's more his actual addiction to the pills themselves?
I think it's both, but I think to go back to John's point about like being this stubborn guy that we've known since he came on the scene, it's I think his drive of, I can't go out this way, and I do everything I can to come back to not even necessarily like finish whatever job you want this to be, but just to say like, I want to go out on my own terms. I don't want to go out on being injured.
Way.
And my other thing I was going to say is, with all of the injuries and surgeries that he had, with seeing the pictures of just the car flipped on its side, and I saw a report that he basically got out of the car himself. How he doesn't have any injuries, even remotely small enough to tweak something or whatever, that's beyond me. So
why do you think he drives a fucking tank everywhere? It's a tank.
But like my mind also goes back to, obviously he was prepping and trying to play in the Masters this year. I think we all know that now. And that was a big question for a while. But did he push it too far with playing TGL? Did he play in that finale and maybe tweak something and just, he's like, I gotta pop these pills and just keep putting in the work?
Could be. But back to your point, Ian, I think it's more the second point you made, where he's just addicted, because at this point I think he needs to get through everyday life, even if he's not golfing. Right? Like, it's just for him to walk, for him to get up and do everyday things pain-free, or at least like most pain-free as he can. It's his lifestyle now to keep him going. And I think that he doesn't necessarily need to be back to the top of golf, but this is his life. He loves chopping it up with the guys on tour. I'm sure he's bored out of his mind just at home rehabbing, not being able to be out on tour playing with guys, not necessarily every week, but having some semblance of a schedule to compete, because that's his whole life.
Well,
he's one of one, being competitive in all of sport. So I think that's what he was working to get back towards. And I think that's just, this is his life now.
Watching the broadcast with Kiz in the booth now, with his kind of his relationship that he has with Tiger. It's fascinating hearing some of the little Easter eggs that he will talk about every now and then. One of which was that what does Tiger do on Sundays for tournaments, right? Does he, because he messages almost every winner, saying congrats, like literally the second that final putt drops. And Kiz said, yeah, that is a no-go zone for any time. He is always watching a Sunday's round. That there's nothing else that he's doing. He is always watching that Sunday round of the finish of that tournament, and he's shooting the breeze with Kiz and some of the other guys on tour. Right, he's giving them shit, or he's talking about the shots that some of the guys hit, like how shitty they are, or some that he could have done a better shot, that he could have made a better shot, or hit that putt, so on and so on. But yeah, I mean, the guy is just, I feel like the guy is just as addicted to golf as he is to pain meds now, which I think that it's sad to see. Sad to see that guy that we grew up with seeing like that, be in that situation. But you gotta get help. You gotta get help. And he's just, I think at this point he has chosen not to. And I'd say that he needs to hit rock bottom. But I mean, shit, how many times can you hit rock bottom? He's literally hit the bottom of.
Which one was rock bottom?
Yeah. He has hit rocks and bottomed out multiple times. I don't know.
I think the question I'll pose it to you guys is, what do you think this does for the Masters? And not necessarily the playing of it, is, do you think he still goes to the Champion Center? I know he loves it, but do you think there's a scenario where the Masters should say, like, maybe not this year or something? You think he still goes and still?
There's so much. If there was ever a tournament that was good for him to be able to go to, it'd be Augusta. The amount of privacy, just protocols that tournament has in place and that property has in place. Nobody talks about that shit. Nobody in, nobody out that shouldn't be. And what are they going to do? They bring him in a black car service. He definitely won't be driving, I'll tell you that. But he will fly in on his jet.
That would absolutely break the internet.
Ultimate.
If he drove, if they got a clip of him exiting the driver's side of his car and going to the Champions, people would lose it.
Rolling. Somebody caught a video clip of him rolling down the window just to say, "Hey, yeah, Tiger Woods. Yeah, I'm here for this."
See, the valet opens the door of his car and he just pops out.
Oh, man.
Done. Someone called the National Guard.
That's so good. Somebody called the National Guard. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope whatever it is, whatever demons he has, he figures it out soon.
Yeah,
I think
same here.
Nothing more. Our generation growing up watching him, we would love to see him on tour playing again.
Someone needs to introduce him to weed. Has he ever smoked that? Have you ever tried that?
Seriously. I don't know. Maybe Jeter should have introduced him to weed. But
gummies.
On a real note, being a father, I know all of us being fathers, I just couldn't, having a kid now, I just couldn't imagine doing that, to be that type of a model, of like making that type of an example for my own kid, or kids in the future. And I know it's easy for me to say because I've never been in that situation, but how much does that become a factor for him moving forward? Hopefully that becomes more of a factor for him moving forward now that his kids are at an age that, he's that they can really make or break his legacy now on what they do next, especially someone like Charlie Woods. So
that's a good point.
Hopefully he doesn't go down the same road. Fingers crossed.
He'll wear the FSU colors, represent us.
Tiger,
no crab legs.
Tiger's fine for doing what he did is to buy out Mike Norvell.
Yes.
Idea guy. We'll wipe out all the charges.
God, Florida. The state of Florida would be
boosters. Yeah.
Hey, I think Tiger would probably be a Seminole booster.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You can have my referral code. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Before we get into Valero Texas Open, I'm pitching a debate that I found on the internet. I think I know which direction you guys are going to go, but Wanted to put it out there. There's 2 groups of tournaments, and you can only go to one for the rest of your life. There's 4 tournaments in each one. Okay? So Group A is the Players, the Masters, PGA, and the President's Cup. Group B, Waste Management, U.S. Open, the Open Championship, and the Ryder Cup.
All right.
Which one do you pick?
Front loaded, back loaded. Okay.
You want me to go or you want to go, John?
You can go ahead.
I know which one Ian's picking.
It's B.
There's only one A.
It's B. No question. I'm going to multiple countries. I've got America, the one that matters, right? Like the President's Cup's cool, but like the one that matters is the Ryder Cup. And the U.S. Open is awesome. Awesome venues around the country. And also, hot take, I just fucking love watching the Masters at home. Like, unless I'm getting like some bougie ass tickets for the Masters, like that's a tough journey. It's a tough journey, and you're there for one day most likely because you're normally not getting like four full day passes, right? So be fun to go one time, but I'm not saying I'm never gonna go, but I'd rather do B. What about you, John?
You're an idiot. It's A. Are you high? Here's the thing. You could give me just Masters tickets out of that group. You guys can take the rest of them. Here's the thing about Augusta National.
You've already been, though.
I want to keep going back, Ian. Are you kidding me? It is just as a life event. It is one of one by 10,000 miles. I've been to national championships. I've been to every Triple Crown horse racing event. I've been to sporting events, pro, college, all over the country. This is one of one by 10,000 miles. I want to go back every year because I go there, feel like I'm treated like a king, even though I'm a peasant there. I'm a general admission guy. I'm assuming I'm going to get more than one ticket. I mean, let's just say you get 4 tickets to each event for the rest of your life. I'm bringing 3 people.
Well, that changes things. Okay. Well, that changes things if we're now
he's
adding
going back
tickets.
on it.
No. I'm not saying I'm going back on it, but that does change. That does change the name of the game if there's multiple tickets.
This exercise wasn't you're going to go be a lonely pervert at all these tournaments by yourself. You're going with people. Like, this is a dumb exercise. This is a dumb exercise. It's also like an illegal exercise if you're going to let people go by themselves. You guys are with me, all right? Like, you're not going by yourself, right? Like, maybe you get 2, maybe you get 4, right? We can all agree, and Ian can go back and change his mind or whatever. But assuming you get 2 or even 4, you're bringing somebody new to the Masters every year to experience it because it's. This is going to sound so cliche. I'm probably someone can punch myself. It's magical. It is. It's just like you're transported.
I don't doubt it.
You are transported into a different universe as soon as you walk onto that property. Everything that you could possibly think of is taken care of. You're not stressed for a second about waiting in a long bathroom line. Or, you buy the pro shops pack because people are getting stuff. Once you get it, you're in and out in 5 minutes because they've got 1,000 lines to pay for it. So you're not spending half a day waddling around trying to find stuff. They have people restocking everything within a second. When you're in the bathroom, Ian, there's a guy right in front of the automatic towel dispenser putting his hand. That's all. It's his entire job to do this. So there's a fresh towel waiting for you. When you go into the bathroom, you're on the toilet. There's a person there. They clean it every time.
That's
nice. They don't do that anymore. Nice. It's de-sanded every single time, Ian.
Wow.
Every time.
Wow. That is something else.
And the prices, I mean, we all know about the prices of the thing. You can feed $5,000 $20 there. So yes, I will take 100 times out of 10. Like, are you kidding me?
Ian,
also, the President's Cup.
Are we changing?
President's Cup is also a lot of fun too. Been to a President's Cup at Quail Hollow back in 2022. It's a lighter version of the Ryder Cup. That's actually kind of fun because, like, the U.S. is going to win, and everyone's just having a good time, and vibes are up. And no one's really shit talking the internationals because they're just like, we don't know who half these people are. Like, we never heard of them before, so it's kind of cool. But it's also like a big tournament, and people are like fired up. But anyway, I don't even like PBI, and I would go to the players.
Eric, I need to hear your take. What are you taking?
Also, sorry, I called you an idiot to lead off that rant, and that was unnecessary.
Hey, no.
I just said you're wrong. It would have been fine.
I get it. I get
Eric,
it. I get it.
Eric didn't go
I
first.
like
I would have called him.
I like the passion.
I think I would go B, honestly.
I'm telling you, John.
The reason
I'm gonna replay this. If I ever get Masters tickets, and neither of you are gonna go. So it's gonna be real fun. This is very revealing. I'll take AJ again before I take it to another. This is very revealing.
The reason is, I feel like when you hear the two groups, you're basically putting the Masters against the Ryder Cup. That's how I'm seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
And Ian brought this up a little bit with the Open Championship and the Ryder Cup. You're traveling internationally at least every year, and the Ryder Cup every other year. And as much as the Masters has the allure and the grounds are amazing and there's a fucking towel guy to give you a goddamn dry piece of paper after you take a shit, the hype of the Ryder Cup, and it's on my bucket list. And Ian, you went, so you've experienced it. The hype of the Ryder Cup is unlike anything else. I don't care what day I'm going. It's in my eyes, I can get so much hate for this. I think the Ryder Cup could be better, if not it is better, than the Masters.
I don't know. I don't agree with that, but I do agree that the overall build up to the Ryder Cup and the actual in-person experience from a just sheer event in and of itself and the energy levels are out of this fucking world. And John, I personally don't know the in-person feeling of being there on like a Thursday, right? A Thursday at Augusta National. I know it's got to be an incredible experience, and the hospitality there is unparalleled. They definitely weren't wiping the seats at the Ryder Cup. I can tell you that there was shit, piss, vomit, everything on those porta potties because they weren't real toilets there. The amount of energy that you felt when you were in the stands of that number one tee box at Bethpage Black on that Sunday, even being down as much as we were, was fuck, man. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. It was just out of this world, man. Absolutely out of this world. So I do agree with it. It does come down to putting the Masters versus the Ryder Cup. That's what my comparison was. And although I don't agree that the Masters is better than the Ryder Cup, I do agree that the in-person experience, I think, could tip in the scale of the Ryder Cup from a general population perspective.
John's so disappointed in us right now.
He's so pissed. He's so pissed. He's so pissed right now.
Enjoy your 3 a.m. wake up to get there at 4 to sprint to a thing at 5 and then wait until 8:30 in the morning.
That's not any different than the Masters, John. That's exactly the experience that I would give myself if I went to the Masters. I would try to be there at the gate drop, at the gates open, so that I could go put my seat down on number 12, just so that I could see those shots into the par 3. Like that's what I want to do. Like that's what I want to see. Or 16, right? Like I don't want to have to fight people for a view. I want to be one of those fucking speed walkers. If I got to shit my pants on the way to that seat, I got to shit my pants on the way to that seat. But I'm getting a fucking premium seat so that I can go out and I can grab 16 fucking beers and bring them back to my seat so that I can also eat as many pimento cheese sandwiches as I want, grab a peach ice cream sandwich at the same time, all for under $50, including those 16 beers. I agree. That's what I'm trying to do. But it's still going to be an early ass wake up call because most likely I'm going to have to fly in the night before. I don't have a place to stay because I don't want to pay $5,000 for one night to stay there. And then I'm going to have to hitch a ride or walk like 6 miles to Augusta National. And then I'll be there right as the sun comes up and then get my seat, enjoy the day. And then I fly out that same fucking day because I don't want to get caught in the crowds again. Like that's why I said it all depends on what type of tickets am I getting? Like what type of experience is it on top of it?
Too bad you'll never know.
Well, you'll never fucking know now. You'll never know.
What I was going to put it up to is from a user experience at the event. If you just put those 4 in Group A against the 4 in Group B, I feel like
nobody'd ever go B.
What do you mean?
If you put the Ryder Cup and the Masters into the first one,
No. I'm saying if you take the 4 from Group A, so the Players, the Masters, PGA, and the Presidents, against the other 4 of a user experience, and even you can say like on a golf level, like a golfer level experience, someone that actually plays and likes the game and likes watching, the experiences you get in B are far beyond what you would get in A. I mean, Phoenix Open, just like you said, Ian, like running to 16, bucket list, and being part of that experience. Ryder Cup, we've already been through that. So if you put the US Open, the Open against the Masters and PGA, user experience wise, the US Open, we want chaos. We want burnt greens. We want thick rough. We want to see them struggle like us. I would love it.
B overall is a better
so
group.
upset.
B overall is a better group. You're right, but I still think the Masters trumps everything. That's the gold. That's the Willy Wonka golden ticket for me. So you guys can have the rest of your.
Where
your
did you find
tournaments.
this bullshit, Eric? Where did you find this fucking bullshit? It
was on a post on Instagram. I think I saw it. It was a good one. I have to say it was a good one.
It's good.
You guys can take it. That's fine. I'll enjoy my Masters every year that you guys won't be invited to, and I can get my public tickets to any of those other events that are a lot easier to get. Hee hee ha ha. Enjoy.
That's right. Me and Ian will drink away watching the Masters with their incredible user experience. They're building an app and all that stuff they have. It's incredible. And now, did I see it correctly that now they have like a experience where you can just like search any shot ever?
Yep. On every player. Yep.
It's great. I don't need to go to the Masters to see that.
You'll never know.
I don't know.
All right. Well, let's get into Valero, Texas.
I feel like John's still upset. I just have to say,
He's going to bring this up for weeks to come.
John is visibly frustrated.
Upset is the vastly the wrong word. Frustrated is not a wrong word. You're getting closer. Disappointed. This was just very telling to me. I learned a lot today. That's all I'm missing. This is good data points for me to keep up here. So good to know. This whenever we get if we get a media pass to Augusta and it's only one, I'm gonna play this episode. So and I'll get the pass and you guys will cry. So you guys have your passes for the other. You guys have your passes for the other 7. Enjoy.
Noted.
Deal.
Waste management. I'm gonna go sprint through a fucking valley at 5 o'clock in the morning to get to the stadium seats.
I absolutely would.
10 years ago, maybe. Not now. You can fucking drop me out of a plane under that thing before I run there.
All right. Valero, Texas. John, I saw you sent in our group that since 2015, every Masters winner has played at least once in the 2 weeks leading up to the Masters. And the guys that aren't doing it this year, who obviously aren't in the tournament this week, Scotty, Rory, Ron Bryson, Xander, Fitzy, Cam Young, Rosie, and Reed, which means
Chris Gotterup's going to win.
Well, I was going to say Tommy.
That's fast.
Or
That's
Tommy.
fast. Tommy?
Is Tommy playing?
I don't even know if Tommy's playing.
Tommy's playing.
Ooh.
Spicy.
There's 3 guys in the top 10, Tommy, Colin, and Russell Henley. So take it for what you want. Is this Tommy's tournament to lose?
Yeah, this is a primo tournament for some rando to win.
Yes.
Primo. Brian Harman won it last year or 2 years ago.
Don't say that name in this podcast ever again.
Past winners, okay? Past winners. It's the only reason I'm bringing him up. I'm not saying we should put him in any plays. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just a random, like Corey Connors has won this thing twice. I mean, it's just a very short hitter paradise, I guess.
Yet most of these guys up at the top of the board are pretty long hitters, like Ludwig.
And you got Sepp up there.
Bobby Mack. Yeah, Bobby Mack, Jordan Spieth, no slouch. Let's see. Ricky doesn't hit it too short. Yeah, Sepp, Alex Noren, DB's up there. But yeah, to your point, John, though, I do see JJ Spawn's up there and Henley's up there. Yeah. So, and Hideki's up there. McNeely's up there. Good to see Berger up there again in the odds. He's up in the top 20 of the odds. So
What if I threw a couple names out at you that got sponsor exemptions this week? That would be incredible if they won.
Hit me.
Jimmy Walker.
Yeah. Go
ahead, John.
Yeah, it's a name blast from the past. He's from Texas, so it checks out. Move on.
Yeah.
Ryan Palmer.
Yeah,
Ryan Palmer, another Texas person. Move on.
And last one here is Camilo.
Vegas. It's just at plus 90,000.
Crazier things have happened.
There's another one here. Brent Snedeker.
He played well at Valspar a couple weeks ago. So
A couple here showing major medical exemptions. Kevin Streelman, Charlie Hoffman, Zalatoris. Damn, he dropped to 299 in the world golf rankings.
You won't play for a while. Yeah, so that happens. He's got to win to get into Augusta, I think.
Luke Clanton's playing this week. Yeah, this is one of those events. We might see a first-time winner, then first-time playing the Masters next week. With that said,
I've got my pick.
Start us off.
I'm not going to say his last name. He's been playing well this year. And he had a pretty good finish in this tournament last year or 2 years ago. I forget. So he has had past success. Ryo Hisatsune. How do you say his last name?
Hisatsune.
He's been picked before.
It's not a bad pick. Not a bad pick, John. He's at plus 3,900. But
I need to find him. How far down is he?
20s. Top 20. He's not too far. He's plus 156.
Oh, there he is. Got it. Okay. Ian?
I'm going with a Texas guy. I think he feels at home in a place like this. Spieth.
Okay. So part of me wants to continue the trend that this guy has been playing, and I've been talking about him the last 2 weeks. Sudarshan.
What'd you just call me?
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Part of me wants to pick him. I'm concerned because at some point I feel like it's just going to go south for him. He's been playing very well. Does he keep it up? Who knows? If we want to go with Ian's logic that 1 week that he picked Scotty and didn't hit top 20, just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the reminder there.
Here's the thing. Again, it's because you said I'm not going to be the one to mess up this parlay. If you hadn't said that, we're never talking about it again.
Fair.
That's all it took.
That's very true.
You snake bit yourself, and you snake bit Scotty for God's sakes. Okay, how is he going to feed a family? Got 2 kids.
Not with a wine glass. I'll tell you that.
So with that, I think I'm shying away from him. But he was like my second pick. I think I need to go with Sepp this week.
It's a good choice. I think it's a strong choice.
So that puts us at 11-1 odds. So $10, we'll get back 120. Pretty good.
Hell yeah.
We could do a lot of damage with $120 for the Masters.
Just need to win. Yeah.
Put it all on black.
Yes. I agree.
All on Tommy Fleetwood.
Do you guys see the teaser that he released?
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, what is he announcing?
His clothing sponsorship, probably.
I don't know. Yeah, his jaw was on the floor looking at something. But all this PR has been really shaken up the golf world for one man who hasn't won a lot this year. True.
All right. So we got Ryo Hisatsune. How do you say it?
Hisatsune.
Got it.
Hisatsune.
Never going to get that right. Spieth and Sepp. All right. I feel good about that.
But good as I'm ever going to feel about this. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm not saying anything anymore. I'm not. You know what? I'm along for the ride.
Good.
I'm along for the ride.
That's probably good.
Unless it comes to the Ryder Cup versus the Masters.
There you go.
Sorry, John.
Writing down notes. That's all I need to hear.
Just
both of you. I know what you're laughing at over there, Eric.
Taking notes.
You're right there next to him.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Before we go, Ian, I have to ask you, your shirt.
Yeah.
Death Star Fundraiser Classic.
Fundraiser Classic, yeah.
I need to know.
Check it out. Pretty good, huh?
That's pretty good. Aiming at the Death Star. It's pretty sick.
And the bottom says proceeds support stormtrooper accuracy and armor enhancements.
Nice.
I don't know. I found this on Instagram. Saw somebody made it, and I was like, you know what? That's pretty fucking hilarious. I'll pay $30 for that. Done.
Good for you.
Done.
That's $30 you've ever spent.
Yep.
All right. Well, again, that does it. Another round in the books. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to subscribe and share it. And until next time, keep it in the short grass, keep the drinks cold. And as always, go Knowles.
Go Knowles.
Go Knowles.